Bonjour à tous. À tous. Sorry, I have to speak in English. I cannot speak French and I don't like myself for that. I'm sorry. But I'm so happy to be here with all of you today. You know, in this world which is filled with fears, devastating climate impacts, violence of terrorists, political inhumanness, and resulting deaths all around us, seeing you all stand here in solidarity, it fills my heart with joy and hope of what will happen to the world tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thank you. 17 years ago, I witnessed a deep difference between the privileged and poverty. It saddened me to a point of desolation. I felt deep anger within me that there was still such injustice in today's world. I tried to put it right. I had to do something. I could do something. And this realization led to a great responsibility. A responsibility which I take very, very seriously. I had no experience of working under such conditions, no knowledge of development work. I had never seen nor touched such poverty and such sufferings. I had no knowledge of how to help. Many of you do not know how to help. We just have to stand there and try. This was a development world which was filled with experience, knowledge, systems, money. Wherever I went, I was told impossible. I was told impossible, and it was like I would be like a drop in the ocean. I did not let it overwhelm me. Like all of you, I am not going to let you overwhelm me. I jumped, I plunged into this ocean to become a drop which would synergize one day. My only tools that I had was that I could do something without wanting anything in return. Compassion, strengthened with pain, conviction of purpose, empathy, outrage, and above all, what I could offer was love. I had a vision of a world where the marginalized would be able to have equal opportunity and live with dignity and hope. I soon realized that vision was not enough. I needed total dedication, determination, and action. I was scared, and I needed so much courage. I saw people suffering from curable diseases, women ostracized just because a small intervention of 30 minutes could have saved them, but they did not have it. Children dying or crippled because of minor ailments which were left untreated. Today, through the Friendship Healthcare System, with its hospital ships, hundreds of satellite clinics and community health services, a network of primary mobile software, we can ease suffering and bring cures to over 4.2 million people. I made changes. And I learned. I saw a mother once living in a remote island, isolated. And she had a small little broken thatched roofed house with 2 children and a husband who was suffering from Berger's syndrome, which is a lot like painful leprosy. She would collect firewood, buy a little rice, a little oil, and some legumes for her family. And she would collect firewood, yes. And she would leave this, let them be, and would have to travel 3 days to go to the major city, Dhaka. There she would be begging. She begged for 3 days and she would come back again to buy food for her children and husband. My perception and my ignorant conclusion of who begged and why on the streets of the cities would never be the same again, was never the same again. Such daily experiences helped me to grow every day. when the storms came and the land in which people were standing were broken, swept away by the rivers and the waters and the sea. They needed food, water, sanitation, above all preparedness for the coming of the storms which was inevitable. We needed to prepare them so that they could never be helpless again. We gave them access to finance, livelihood, markets, innovated system by which they could have different kinds of accessing to finance. We tried to bring hope for the future by providing education for children, adolescents, adults. We gave them knowledge of rights as citizens, fought against child marriages, and ensured that they had government services, which was their right, but they did not even know the possibilities of having these services. We preserved the wooden boats of Bangladesh because this brought identity to the people. We serve about 6 million people directly every year. We strive for a better world, but our work is certainly not enough. For the areas that we are speaking of today are facing floods, far more than it has over the last 100 years. As we speak today, 400 political refugees, the Rohingyas, are sweeping over our borders due to inhuman actions of the neighboring country. We need to do more, we have to act more. We need promises for that. But nothing truly deeply can be done without two essential components: solidarity and ethical actions, which can be done by regularly nurturing within you all we have, and the way we do it has to be done ethically. Solidarity becomes an action. Solidarity becomes an action when it is part of your vision, part of your belief, and part of your action. Solidarity is what makes each of us part of this humankind. It is the only way to drive the change our world needs. For doing this, we need compassion for each other. We need understanding. We need humility, trust, faith between us. We are the citizens of this world, and we need this. We need this between us. Through my world, I have learned to make anything long-term, it's all about people. It's all about us. It's all about us, the human beings on this earth. The single factor is about ensuring you have people who have values, who can carry forward work with verity and dependability. I have a fear. 25 years ago, we were not taking account the climate change issue seriously. Yet today it's a reality unanimously recognized as a deep danger to our planet. I fear in the same way, if today we don't give time and effort to ensure that values, deep values, are nurtured within us, we may find thrust upon us a world which will be starved of people of character and value in the years to come. We must not let this happen. And this concern is at the core, the very root of our work. We try to nurture ethics and values daily in the 500,000 people that we serve every month. This is our strength and the strength that we are creating for this world. We need dignity and hope. We need to make this part of our daily practice, and every life we touch, we imbue in them the importance of nurturing these values. You all could be a part of this change. We all need to stand together in solidarity, in creating a world where there is courage, humility, love, respect, tolerance, where our leaders can make conscience-driven decisions. I am so proud to be here because you are the youth of today. You youth inspire me. I love quoting a study which found that the youth of today are the best generation that has ever been born. Yes to you. You are more compassionate, more aware of environmental issues, more aware of rights and wrongs, and deeply compliance-oriented. The most conscientious generations ever to have been born. So how can I move away from you today without being in awe of you? Because you are our future, you are our tomorrow, and you will make us proud.
Merci beaucoup, c'était Runa Khan. Merci, merci.